Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a video talking to you about the handguard that I have on the Zenith Z5P, which for all intents and purposes is a H&K MP5K clone. This is from Midwest Industries. I actually have an install video on this thing if you want to watch that, but today we're just going to be talking about this. So before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and show this thing in action a little bit, and then I'll dive a little bit deeper into this specific accessory. So to start out talking about this handguard, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just take this side of the screen and run down a lot of the specs. A lot of this stuff is stuff you can get from the product page, so if you want to, feel free to pause it, but I don't want to take a whole bunch of time just listing off numbers and specs at you. So again, feel free to pause it or check out the Midwest Industries website if you want to know more information. But long story short, this is an m-lok handguard that is compatible with the Zenith Z5P or really any other MP5K clone out there. It's obviously got to be pretty short to fit on something with a barrel this short. I think it's right around a Glock 34 length barrel. So again, we don't have a ton of real estate here. And because of that, it has some differences from pretty much every other Midwest Industry handguard that I've used in the past, while maintaining a lot of the very positive qualities of the Midwest Industries handguards I've used in the past. So first, I guess, to get it out of the way, the difference is it doesn't come with an included QD mount for a sling, which to me is fine for a couple reasons. Now, as you might be able to tell, I have actually added a QD mount here on the side. However, again, the two reasons that I don't think it's super important is A, it's a super small compact pistol. This specifically is a pistol with this side folding pistol brace. Because of that, it's pretty uncommon that you see people running these in a 2-point sling configuration. Most of the time, you're going to see these run in a single point, if any, sling, especially when you have just the regular end plate that was standard on the MP5Ks and you're just using the push-out method with a sling. So it's not super detrimental for that reason, but then on top of that, just for a more practical, kicking off the light there, from a more practical perspective, there's not a whole lot of real estate to put one. And if you were to put one on there, you're pretty much going to be eliminating at least one of the m-lok sections. So that something just to keep in mind. Now, again, just like with the HK91 style handguard that I have on my Century C308, you don't have all 7 positions simply because you do have to accommodate the cocking handle on these H&K roller delay blowback style guns. But you still have 6, so you have it on the 9 o'clock, the 7:30, 6, and so on and so forth, all the way around to about the 1:30 position. So really no end of mounting options. However, because this is a pistol, I am limited to what I can actually put on here. So as I mentioned already, I do have one of the m-lok QD mounts. Because I'm still trying to figure out exactly what my setup is going to be in regards to how I'm actually going to carry this thing. As far as the stuff I have mounted to it in regards to the light, I'm pretty satisfied with that. But until I can really dial in my preferred sling method, I'm just going to leave that on there. It's not really hurting anything by being there. And if it's there, if I do decide to add a QD sling, which goes along with the Midwest Industries brace QD mount, which still allows you the full functionality of the brace, so it's not changing any of the definitions there, which is a very good thing when we're talking about pistol braces. As far as the other stuff I have on here, I do have a light up here, but that is actually mounted to the optic rail, which I'm going to be doing a separate dedicated review on. However, it is run by a tape switch, just FYI. This is a Streamlight ProTac Rail 1, currently one of my favorite weapon mounted lights, at least for long guns. And it's currently mounted via a tape switch to the activator down here, which is in the 430 position on this m-lok handguard. It's just attached now currently via the little tape, I guess, literally making it a tape switch on here. And I guess I'll go into a little bit deeper detail of why I have it set up like that momentarily. Let's just go ahead and finish talking about the handguard specifically. It mounts just like any other MP5 handguard is going to, utilizing that little mounting bracket connected to the cocking tube, and then it's just going to index into the receiver. And this thing has been rock steady for me through, if I had to guess, probably close to 600 rounds so far. It's a 9mm, so really the recoil is not going to be doing too much to it anyway, so that's not really much of a concern as long as you install it correctly, which I have to say, Midwest Industries does include the hardware and really clear instructions to actually install this thing, including the Allen wrenches and thread locker, so that's really not something you're going to have to worry about. They set you up for success, which is a very good thing, and something that's continuous throughout all the Midwest Industries products I've used. One of the other things is it still does maintain the integrity of the built-in sling mount up here. So if you did want to use the regular HK mash hook slings, you can still do it with this handguard. You don't have to take that off. It doesn't interfere with it. You're still good to go as far as all the factory settings and factory manipulations that you would need to do with a handguard like this. Now, if you're lucky enough to be one of the people out there who has one of these SBR'd or AOW'd, obviously with the AOW, you're not looking at this pistol brace back here, but if you have an SBR'd, you can put a vertical grip on here. Pretty much any m-lok compatible accessory is going to work for that. So you have endless options in that regard. Unfortunately, because this is just a pistol, I'm kind of stuck the way it is. At most, I might want to put a hand stop on there, but the way I handle this thing, that's not really a concern for me. But you can do that, again, with this m-lok handguard, which you might not be able to get with whatever factory handguard you have. So why do I have the tape switch mounted as I do to the handguard here? So there's a couple reasons. First of all, because the MP5K is such a small overall package, there's not a ton of real estate and no real good ideal ways of mounting a light unless you have it in a military or law enforcement configuration or an AOW/SBR configuration where you can have a vertical grip and a light integrated into that vertical grip. Because I have it mounted to the optic rail up here, if I just had the push button, it'd be really hard to get to unless I was left-handed, in which my support hand would be close enough where I could realistically actuate it. However, personally, as a right-handed person predominantly, actually entirely, I almost exclusively use a magwell grip on this MP5K clone, Zenith Z5P specifically. That just works for me. It gives me good control because it's such a small, compact gun. I have full control over what this muzzle's doing and no worries there. However, it makes it hard to activate that light mounted up here. So because I use a magwell grip, I don't have to worry about accidentally actuating anything on this handguard. It takes an intentional motion to actually come up here to the tape switch. So by having it mounted here, I don't have to worry about any negligent actuation. And because the surfaces of the handguard are flat in each specific side, I had a nice clean mounting surface for this. It just goes over a couple of the m-lok slots, but there's still enough surface area for this to adhere nice and clean. And again, it works for me. And because of where this is located, because of the way the receiver is built on this, if I did have to transition over to left hand, again, still maintaining a magwell grip, I have no danger of coming in contact with any of that stuff unless, again, I make a deliberate effort to come over and actuate any of the stuff on the tape switch. So again, all good stuff there. It's just really working for me the way I have this set up. Now, none of this really should come as any surprise to anyone watching this video. Currently, when this Zenith Z5P was purchased by my friend that I bought it used from, it came with just a regular slim polymer handguard. Currently, at least as of the last time I checked, when they were still being imported, Zenith does ship with Midwest Industries handguards. There's a reason for that. Midwest Industries has a reputation for a very good reason. They make high quality equipment that just works. It's durable, it's functional, comes in at a very reasonable price point in my opinion, which I'll touch on here momentarily. But it's just, in my opinion, some of the best in class. No matter what firearm you're attaching it to, I've put them on ARs, AKs, HK91s, Zenith Z5P, HK or MP5Ks. Everything I've attached it to, it just works and works better than just about anything else on the market. And again, at a very reasonable price, which I do have a coupon code for Midwest Industries. If you use the coupon code Oregon Trail, I believe that gives you 10% off all Midwest Industry made products from Midwest Industries. And so again, makes it just even that much more affordable, which I really appreciate. I don't get any kickbacks from that. However, they do usually provide me with products for free to review. So it is worth mentioning. I did not pay for this handguard. Midwest Industries provided it at no cost. But again, they don't pay me for reviews unless you include payment in product, which I know some people do consider that. So again, that's why I mention it. And I don't get any kickbacks from people using my coupon code. So I guess as much full disclosure as I can get there, there it is. So again, overall, as with any other Midwest Industries product I've reviewed, I have zero hesitation in recommending this to people. If you have a Zenith, if you have any other MP5K clone, even if you have the full-size MP5s, Midwest Industries is a really great option. With those full-size MP5s, obviously you have a lot more rail space, gives you a lot more versatility, so you're kind of in luck there. You're going to have a lot more variation and options than I had on this one. So do with that what you will. But again, I really cannot recommend Midwest Industries enough. If you want to watch the review of the Optic Rail, I'll be doing that right after I do this one. So it should be coming up shortly after I post this video. So definitely subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you hit that little dinger bell thing, you'll be alerted when these reviews go up so you can stay on top of it that way. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, go ahead and throw those in the comment section down below. I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can. Videos like this one are made possible by my patrons. Their contributions are what allow me to go out and shoot and test stuff like this. So I am really indebted to those people, which is why I upload some exclusive content there. I upload all my content there early, so my patrons can usually watch a video a day or two early. We do live streams, giveaways, all that fun stuff. So do with that information what you will. But anyway, with all that said, as always, I hope you got something out of this video, and I really appreciate you watching.